Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.
Come in, please.
Good morning, Mrs. Smith.
Good morning. You are Mr. Sun, aren't you? Take a seat, please.
Yes, thank you.
I've noticed from your resume that you majored in accounting at Peking University. Will you please tell me something about your related courses?
In the first academic year we learned principles of accounting, and in the following years we learned cost accounting, commercial accounting, industrial accounting, and management accounting.
Have you taken accounting for decision-making and control?
No, we haven't taken such a course, but we have taken a more specialized course for decision-making, by the name of forecasting and decision-making.
From your school report card, I can see you did well in every course. But our advertisement says we need an accountant with practical work experience.
I forgot to include my experience as an accountant in my resume. In fact, I took a part-time job as an accountant at the Atlantic Trading Company during my second and third school year. I worked 3 evenings a week there and I did quite well. Here is the recommendation.
You can speak English fluently, but I wonder if you can deal with bookkeeping and accounting in English.
No problem. The professional English course is just English for accounting. Moreover, as you know, the Atlantic Trading Company is a Sino-Australian joint venture. When I served part-time there, I became well acquainted with accounting operated in English.
That sounds fine. Why did you choose to apply to our company?
I have a relative working as a manager in your manufacturing department. Her name is Liling. She told me a lot about your company and I became quite interested. I believe I can have a promising career with the development of this company.
Do you know something about the payment we give to our employees?
No, can you tell me about it?
Of course. As for an entry-level accountant, we pay 1,500 yen a month in the first half year. We have a grading system to evaluate your work. If you have made progress, we will certainly raise your salary. For beginners with a CPA certificate, they can earn at least 2,000 yen a month.
I have passed the 5 courses required by the Chinese CPA Association, but the certificate won't come to hand until next month. How about that?
I hope you can show me your CPA certificate before we reach a decision by the end of July.
Thank you, Mrs. Smith. It is really a pleasure talking with you.
The same for me. We'll keep in touch with you.
Thank you. Goodbye. Okay. Now I'd like to find out more about your last job. I see you spent almost 4 years at the London Weekly, is that right?
Yes, that's right. To be honest, the first year was quite tough for me. I was really just treated more like an intern. I didn't have many responsibilities and I found it quite frustrating.
So, what changed?
Well, slowly but surely I proved myself, and the new editor liked me, so he promoted me to features writer.
Wow, a real step up.
Yes, I was responsible for restaurant and food reviews mostly. I spent restaurant years in that position, but to be honest, it wasn't an area of journalism I wanted to stay in long term.
I see. So why did you decide to leave finally?
I just felt that the paper couldn't offer me any new opportunities. I really needed a more challenging role, to be honest.
Have you obtained any certificate of technical qualifications or license?
Yes, I have received an engineer's qualification certificate and a driver's license.
How many years have you had the driver's license?
I have 2 years driving experience.
That's good. What special skills do you have? Can you tell me?
I have experience in computer operation, proficiency in Microsoft Windows, Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel.
What computer languages have you learned?
Visual C++, C and Delphi.
Have you gotten any special training in programming?
No, but I have database programming experience and network knowledge.
Excuse me, Don? I hate to bother you, but I need your help on something. Do you have time to brief me on the Martin account today?
Oh, that's right. You are supposed to deliver a brief on that account tomorrow. I know there are some things I need to share with you about that. But, gosh, I don't know, things are really busy for me today. The only time I can manage to squeeze out might be over lunch break.
I hate to make you work through your lunch break with how busy you are.
It's okay, I've already had several days in a row working through lunch.
How about this, we can make it a working lunch this afternoon, and I'll order some Chinese food for delivery. It'll be my treat.
You don't have to do that.
I insist. I really appreciate you taking time to work with me in. What is your favorite fast food? I'll cater to your taste.
Actually, I do like Chinese. Let's make it a date for chop suey in the Martin account at about 12:30. Does that sound good?
Great. I'll bring the food.
I think your presentation impressed the client, Daniel. You did a good job.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper. I hope we get the contract.
Do you mind if I smoke here?
Yes, I do. I'd prefer you didn't. The AC, air conditioning, is also on.
Can I just turn off the AC for now and open the window and smoke indoors?
That's not a very good idea. It's quite hot outside. Why don't you smoke outside?
It's very hot and that's why I'd like to smoke inside.
Though the AC has the air purifying function, I'd still rather have fresh air than smoke. Are you okay with that?
Oh, no problem. I'm tired.
Okay, let's call it a day.
Acknowledgements play a necessary part in the interview.
Sure, kind acknowledgements can show one's good attainment.
We often ignore the acknowledgements in our daily life, and consider them as disposable.
Actually, that's not true. Acknowledgements can help you leave a good impression on others, especially in the public places.
We should particularly pay attention to acknowledgements in the interview.
In the beginning of the interview, it is best that you make acknowledgements for the opportunity of the interview.
Don't forget to say, "Thank you," when you take a seat.
Make acknowledgements as well when the interviewer thinks highly of your dressing, experience, or words.
You can win a good impression of the interviewer in this way.
Acknowledgements can also help the job hunters to show their good attainment.
Finally, at the end of the interview, make acknowledgements to the interviewer again.
Smiles and kind attitudes are the basics of acknowledgements.
What do you think of your personality?
I am quite alive and energetic. I am a curious person, and I like to learn new things.
Do you think you are introverted or extroverted?
I am quite outgoing, I think.
How do you get along with people whose characters are different from your own?
I try to adapt myself.
Let's meet before next week's meeting, Jane. I want to kick around some ideas with you.
No problem. I've got a really light week. Anytime's fine by me.
Well, let's plan to get together next Monday afternoon, around 3?
All right, I'll put you in my book. Good morning, Oriental Electric Limited.
Hello, this is Catherine. I am calling about the appointment with Mr. Liu for this afternoon. Something has just come up. I am afraid the appointment will have to be rescheduled. I am very sorry about the change.
That is all right. Maybe we can make another arrangement.
You are very kind to say so. Thank you. Do you think tomorrow morning would suit him?
I'm afraid there is a bit of a problem. In fact, he has booked up the whole week except tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow afternoon. When do you think I can come and see him tomorrow afternoon?
Please let me check tomorrow afternoon. Yes, he'll be free from 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Do you think it's convenient for you?
Yes, that's quite all right for me. Can we change it?
All right, let's change it. Tomorrow afternoon at 3. I am going to schedule it for that time and inform Mr. Liu about the change.
Thank you very much. See you tomorrow afternoon.
See you.
Hi, Zena. Lots of people are looking for you.
Like who?
Like Elvin. He isn't too happy about what you promised stars. Calm.
I've got it under control.
You do realize that it isn't humanly possible for us to finish by next week?
What if you had 3 more top-notch programmers to help you?
That would definitely make a difference. But Vince already said no.
Did you sign up for the picnic party?
Yes, of course. I love the picnic party. It's really family fun time.
This time you can bring your daughter with you.
Right, she is so excited and simply can't wait.
There are times of games planned. Should have a grand time. Your resume says you have had 1 year's experience working in a foreign representative office in Shanghai. May I ask why you quit?
I worked in a foreign representative office for 1 year. However, I leave there 2 years ago because the work they gave me was rather dull. I found another job that was more interesting.
Have you done any work in this field? What have you learned from the jobs you have had?
I have learned a lot about business know-how and basic office skills. In addition, I learned at my previous jobs how to cooperate with my colleagues.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stein. I wonder if you are free tomorrow evening?
I'm not sure, but let me check my schedule. No. I have nothing then.
Great. Our president has asked me to come over to invite you to the banquet held in your honor at the Beijing Hotel at 7 o'clock. Here's an invitation card for you.
How nice of him. I'll be delighted to go. But what time would be convenient?
I'll be here to pick you up at 6:30.
That's good. It's most thoughtful of you to do this, Miss Wood.
It's my pleasure. Well, then, see you tomorrow.
Is Mr. Thomas there, please?
Sorry, I can't hear you. Could you please speak up a little?
I said, "Is Mr. Thomas there?"
Pardon? The line is bad. Don't hang up, please. I'll have the call transferred to another line.
Our mission is to help you learn the English language. We have created easy-to-follow, free educational materials for those seeking knowledge of English.